Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're gonna go over how to use Slack. I know some people have found Slack confusing, so I'm gonna show you how to use it and the basics of what we use it for. So in the last video, I went over the office hours, and if you're in the video game controller group, I showed you this document. So when you go on any of these links, this link, when the research one's up, it'll be the research Slack link. You're going to get to a page that looks like this. Now, if you're a UF student and you have a UF email, you can enter your email here and press create account and you go to the next page. If you don't have a UF email, then you have to contact one of us in order to invite you to the Slack with a Gmail. So let's say I had a UF email. I put it in there, press create account. I'm going to get to this page. Next. And so right now I'm just going to name myself new member. And I'm going to put my display name as new member. Preferably put your full name as your display name, not just like your first name so people know who you are. But either way is fine. Full name there. Set a password if you want. Get the emails, whatever. So we're going to press next. And review, yada yada, agree. And now I should be getting into Slack. So it's going to log me in, and you'll notice that it does this when it loads. And if on your computer it will show up like this. There's also an app on the phone that you should definitely download to get notification from Slack. And I'm going to skip the tutorial to just show you myself what we use Slack for. So the main things that you should know, there's a lot of different buttons on here. It's really good for Teams. So there is direct messages on here. Now I'm in these are called workspaces. This is the GRiP 3D printed assistive device workspace. There's a GRiP gaming workspace. There's a GRiP research workspace. So those are basically workspaces that have a bunch of channels in them. So if you had, let's say on GroupMe, because everyone loves GroupMe, if there was a way to group certain channels for classes and group other channels for different things, this is kind of like how that is. So you have channels, which are kind of individual groups, and then you have direct messages. So let's say, now remember, I'm signed up as new member. So this is, I can text myself stuff if I want to remind myself of anything. But I'm going to go to direct message. So I press the plus. And let's say I want to message Miles Marcus, who's the president. I'm Miles Marcus, but let's say I'm new member and I want to message him. All I have to do is go to that direct message, find myself, or I guess Miles, but that is me. Press enter, go, and now it will set up just like a normal direct message would on GroupMe, on Facebook, and whatever else. So now I'm able to text Miles Marcus or message him. I can send all kinds of stuff. I can send images, code, but we're not really using this too much. Well, there are some groups who are using it for code, and there's emojis, and there's the @ symbol. So the @ symbol is used to basically get someone's attention in Slack. If you're messaging a person directly, you don't have to use the @ symbol because it's already included. And you've probably seen like the @ symbol on Facebook where you're like adding someone to make sure they get a notification. On Slack, if you're direct messaging someone, you don't have to put a notification. Now going back to here, I have GRiP ME 339 office hours, join a Slack, and I said here, if you see an open spot, you can meet when your team is assigned, join the team Slack channel, and @ the captain. So I'm going back to Slack. How do I find the team's channel? I have channels here. I have announcements, general, and random. How do I find the channel that I want to join? So if you go to announcements, announcements is basically where we put any information related to fundraisers, related to social events, related to outreach events. You'll get all that information in the announcements tab. Now going back to general, this is just general information that people post. So you'll also get notifications from this channel. And then lastly, there is the random channel. which I guess no one has used yet, but for random stuff. So how do I add a channel? So if I go to channels and click it, I can browse channels. So any channel that's public, that means anyone can join, will be shown here. So if you're a captain and you're signing up into Slack, you need to join the captain's channel. If you're a member and you want to join a team, so let's say on here, I go down and I see, let's say there's a team 121 that I want to join. I go on Slack, I press channels, and I scroll through the channels and I find team 121, and there's sometimes information related to channel there too. Team 121, preview, and join channel. And now I'm in the channel with whoever else is in here. Now here's where Slack is very good. So let's say that I want to send a message to everybody who's in this channel. I can put @channel and then write hello everyone, and anyone who is in this channel will get my message. If I only put hello and I don't put @channel, it doesn't give everyone the notification about my message. So use the @ sign to basically notify people, or to basically give a person a notification on their phone. So if I put hello and someone else is in this channel, but they have their notifications set so that they only get notifications when they're added, they won't get a notification. But if I put @channel before, then they'll get a notification. Now remember, my name for this tutorial is new member, but let's say in this channel, which could have like 5 people, I want to ask a certain person a question, but I don't want to give everyone a notification. I'm sure in GroupMe you've experienced where someone's messaging or responding to one other person and you're getting a notification, but you're really not in that conversation at all, but you're in the bigger channel or the bigger group, so you have to see those messages. In Slack, you don't. Let's say I only want to talk to Miles in this Slack. So I'm going to put @ and I'm going to put Miles. And now I'm going to put how are you doing? And so Miles is going to be the only person who's going to get this notification of this message. No one else will get the notification. Everyone will see it, but no one else will get the notification. So if you're a captain and you want to make announcements in your channel, then make sure to put the @ sign and put @channel to give announcements to everyone. If you only want to @ a certain person, then just put one @ sign and put the person's name if you want a message. Another important thing of Slack that sometimes used is for polls. So on Slack, all you have to do is type /poll, and let's say favorite food, cereal, and milk, whatever. There we go. So now I made my poll, and people can now vote on what's their favorite food. So you can do polls like this in Slack. That's some of the main things that Slack's very useful for. And it has some other applications, but this is mainly how we use it. So you can be in multiple groups within a workspace and get notifications. Now, so the important thing is the notifications. So you can get notifications, all notifications from certain channels. All right, so if you want to control your notifications on Slack, if you want to do it for all channels across the board, you're going to have to do it on your phone. If you want to do channel specific, you can go on here. You can do it from your phone, but so by going over here on info, it will show it. It says mobile notifications, mentions, and keywords. So what that means is there'll be 2 options on your phone. It will say all messages, or it will say mentions and keywords. So all messages means in the channel, any message that someone writes, you'll get a notification about, which is similar to GroupMe. But if you only put mentions and keywords, then basically you're only going to get notifications about messages that are added toward your name specifically or added to the whole entire channel. But you'll still be able to see every single message within Slack. So that's basically it. You're ready to get started on Slack. Good luck and have fun.